premier shopping destination. Discover style, adventure, and endless energy. Everything you're looking for is here.
Starry night, a loving mother, a flame-eating father. Look up, cherish both her luminous love and caring, his wrath and cruelty. Yet the Father, devouring all flame and glare, never graced the sky.
When I was 15, the thought of an apocalypse never troubled me. The only thing I couldn't give up, even in the face of the world's end, was the sunset on that beach. Watching the sun gently slide into the water's embrace, or fireworks dancing on the canvas of the night sky. Even if tomorrow weren't better, it wouldn't be worse, I thought. When you're reading this letter, I imagine much has changed. Whether it's yourself or the world.
Energizing combo sets. Hearty noodle bowls. Waterfall soup.
Can't read a hollow warning.
What disaster supplies should you buy?
Don't know the escape route.
Don't panic.
The answer's here. Bang nose. Bang nose. Bang who knows? Starlight
wonder, huh?
Heed the call of your innermost desires. Advance without fear. Navigate as you...
Have a cup of coffee to jumpstart your day. Coffee is not a must, but a calm and relaxed mindset sure is.
Eradicate all evil.
Let's fire it up!
This is the path I follow.
I shall follow your orders.
1, 2, yes. I'll look at
Starlight! Come on, let's...
good day.
I'm at...
Is the concert? This is the path I follow.
Let's
I'll protect you from any danger. It's my duty to protect the asset.
Have I been muted this entire time?
Charon, look! Another communicator.
Chat, tell me I haven't been muted this entire time. I kind of think I might have been muted this entire time. No, I'm dumb. I've been muted this entire time. So literally no one's heard anything that I was saying. Fuck's sake. I always do that. It's because for some reason I always mute my pad when I'm not using it. So apologies for that. I've literally been talking away to myself thinking you can hear me and wondering why he wasn't responding. And then I looked down and it's because my pad was muted. So Yeah, apologies for that. I said about I wanted to watch the adverts because I've never actually watched the adverts on stream.
Wind speed and
And
direction
that's why I
confirmed.
was like
Let's
sat
keep
at the
moving.
beginning for a bit. And then I was just talking about random shit that's irrelevant. So we'll get into it.
Another communicator. It's a bad habit for a sniper to be so talkative.
But yeah, I can't believe that. No. I literally just had my pad muted and didn't realise.
Oh, really? I think it's rather good for my mental health to witness in real time how my target becomes desperate and gives up their struggle.
Do you really still need to disguise your voice? I thought you didn't want to hide anymore, Zoe.
Called it.
You're right. Seems there's no need for secrecy anymore. I, Zoe, the sniper known as Grim Vulture of Nemesis Squad, send you my regards.
So like literally everything I was saying about this bitch was pretty much right. I knew her story about getting kidnapped was a bit too suspicious.
Zoe. No. Grim Vulture. You, like me, were one of the advanced troops deployed to suppress Hollow Zero right after the fall of the old capital, right? Noct, Cartes, and Impera squad. So far, all the victims have been members of these squads. They were initially supposed to enter the Hollow to reinforce the advanced troops. Nemesis, your squad, lacking reinforcements, lost everyone except you in the fall of the old capital. You blamed their deaths on the absence of reinforcements and sought revenge on them. That's my conclusion.
I believe I called it before she did the speech on the Remembrance Day. But that's when it was like solidified in my mind.
Just like me. The fall of the old capital left you entirely alone.
I still can't believe I was muted for like the first 5 minutes of the stream.
A sniper, the sole survivor, a mere pawn abandoned by the military. Don't you think we're very much alike? The Impera squad member, Nathan, the one you're searching for, he pleaded with me to let him go when I was about to kill him, saying he had to see you no matter what. That's how you caught my attention.
Oh, I had to see you, don't matter what. Oh, poor little baby.
I let him live to get all sorts of information on you. I was so curious about you that I even set a trap, disguising myself as a victim to get closer to you.
She sounds like she really wants to just suck Trigger's cock.
It turned out we share the same story. We even got the same PTSD symptoms. After all these years, we still see images of our teammates before they die. It's impossible to erase them from our minds.
Like, I'm sure if you ask Trigger really nicely, she'll let you suck a fart out of her arsehole with a straw.
It's just, you use ridiculous fantasies to numb yourself, chasing after illusions of your squad. Well, I can't afford to be nice.
James, I'd take anyone at this point. Oh no, you definitely agree with you there.
One night, when I was overwhelmed with the unbearable images of my comrades' deaths, vomiting and crying, I finally realized the meaning behind their appearance before me. They were pleading with me, pleading for vengeance against those who abandoned us, begging me to destroy the repulsive, hypocritical new order of New Eridu.
Yeah, it sucks, mate. I can't even remember ever being in one.
So, I carried on their will. I began kidnapping targets and sniping them in the hollow, watching as they became corrupted and died in despair.
This woman sounds like she used to torture mice as a kid.
Do you really think this is what they'd want?
That's how serial killers start. They start with small animals that can't defend themselves and they just slowly work their way up.
What else? Would they want me to be like you, playing at a game of finding my missing squad mates, accepting their deaths when I'm done playing, and then forgiving the very enemy who killed them?
At the same time, though, why does she intrigue me?
What a noble and virtuous gesture. Forgive on behalf of fallen comrades, coexist with new Eridu's order, and live peacefully among cowards.
Such a powerful woman. She knows exactly what she wants, and she's not scared of taking it. She could protect me. I can change her.
It's precisely because you and I are so similar that this hypocritical and cruel attitude makes it even harder for me to forgive you. After our first conversation, I was certain I must end your life myself to prove I'm right.
Now hear me out, chat. I can change Zoe. I can change her.
That's exactly what I wanted to say to you, too. Because we've suffered the same hardships, I can't accept the path of destruction you've chosen. Jesse, Aaron, Nathan, the client you've been searching for, and any other targets of revenge you've set your sights on. They all feel regret and struggle over the choices they made back then. But you can't see any of that. You didn't target the higher-ups who misjudged the situation, the dangerous ethereals who killed your comrades, or the ones responsible for the fall of the old capital.
I find it ironic that...
You went after the easiest targets.
I find it ironic that Trigger said you can't see any of that, and it's like, Trigger, you can't see anywhere. Girls under 25 in a relationship. I can change him, he's not an arsehole. He's just rough around the edges. I mean, I don't think it's girls under a specific age, mate. I think it's, like, people in general.
Grim Vulture, as a sniper of the Eridu Defense Force, you have failed in your duty. To preserve the will and hope left by my comrades, I'm going to put an end to your actions right here.
That suits me just fine. A sniper should let the gun do the talking. Make it to the deepest part of the Hollow alive, and I'll meet you with nothing but raw malice.
Meet you with nothing but raw malice. I hope raw malice is what she calls a sniper rifle, because otherwise going into a fight unarmed is a bit dumb, especially for a sniper. They're not usually proficient in CQC.
Since you made it here, let me reward you with a few things you don't know.
I got stuck then. Make
Now,
triggers fast as
Hug,
fuck, boy.
Impura, and many other squads. Did you know the reinforcements that were meant to back us up ended up deciding to retreat?
What pussies?
Relying on a show of hands to vote. Isn't that ridiculous?
Fire! Burn, Bernice, burn!
Third way, like a kindergarten election for class monitor. So, when I killed them, I employed the same method. I made the dozen or so people I captured vote on who I should kill first.
Jesse and Aaron, do you have them too? Or are they already?
This woman's an absolute psychopath. But, well, this is a boss area.
Them? Or should I say... It looks like I haven't made enough of a threat to your life if you still have the time to worry about them.
Being happy's what counts.
Burn!
Pin them down.
Yeah.
Quick shot!
Why not leave their faces hanging as unsolved mysteries?
Krav Maga is really self-defense, where anything goes, including biting and eye poking. Yeah, and headbutts. Don't forget the headbutts.
In any case, when you stumble into the underworld with your insight filling out, you'll see the two of them.
Headbutts,
The wind and rain
jabs
are
to the
picking up.
throat, hard elbows,
This extreme
giant
weather
kicks.
is perfect for sending you
Also, let's just cover that. This extreme weather is perfect for sending you to your grave, but you're a sniper. Inclement weather's supposed to be bad for a sniper.
I wonder.
Oh, Mima, shit, nonny.
On the day the old capital fell.
It was probably raining, right?
Like now, but the sky just
Takes from some Aikido, wrestling, karate, and boxing. Yeah, it's like an amoosh boosh of different fighting styles. Burn, Bernie, burn!
Quick shot!
I prepared a little gift for you.
Yeah, probably.
Sorry, no.
I made it. Sure, it's a cereal by a
The jacket comes off.
high-ranking officer.
Daka. Oh no. That was some good fucking reflexes there.
The real failure as a sniper is the one who's been forced into a corner, like you!
She can probably just like shoot this bullet round the fucking barrel without even looking. Get like a ricochet shot or some shit.
The wind. It's shifting.
Oh, she's actually gonna like wanted fucking weapons of fate this, isn't she?
I won't fall for your distractions so easily.
I will surpass you with my own melody of victory.
Damn!
And let the wind be the opening notes.
Oh damn. Double KO. No, I think Karen was just grazed.
No! Wake up!
Yeah, it's only a shoulder hit.
What's this?
What the fuck? The harmonica saved her. What the fuck is that harmonica made of? Titanium. A fucking titanium coated tungsten brick or some shit. Screw Kevlar vests. Just give the army harmonicas. After the gunshot, the hollow falls silent once more. Falls silent once more. Or fell silent, leaving only the countless biting raindrops, attempting over and over to wash away the scent of blood that oozed from the wounds of the defeated, only to fail time and time again. The loser pays no attention to her mortal wound, only staring at the distant horizon, as though salvation might be waiting there. Sometime later, the victor has climbed the steel and stands in front of her. They share their last words, while the defeated still has the energy to converse.
Just you? Where's your friend, the proxy?
I actually thought she shot her a little bit lower down. It was like that scene in Metal Gear Solid 1 in the snowfield with Wolf round 2 and Snake. Wolf shoot each other at the same time. Wolf misses and Snake lunge at her. Doesn't she miss deliberately though because she cares for him?
The proxy went to rescue the hostages. I want to speak with you alone. A sniper should always monitor the changes to their surroundings, factoring the environment into their tactics. Being blinded by the intent to kill and failing to take this into account was your downfall.
So not only did she beat her, she's now rubbing it in. She's like, I'm a better sniper than you. Na 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 na.
Didn't expect to be lectured by a youngster. What a disgrace. Grace.
A youngster? Love, you look about the same age.
When my view was blocked, I realized you'd used the visual blind spot to reposition. So I adjusted my aim accordingly. But I still couldn't hit you.
I mean, technically you did shoot her. She was just saved by some plot armor.
Your prediction and accuracy were spot on. I was just saved once again by this. By both this harmonica and by my former comrades.
Are you trying to say that this is destiny? That it's the will of my companions guarding me? I lost to the wave of ethereals, to the military's betrayal. And now I lose to your reckless actions, driven by some ridiculous fantasy. Your fantasy, your attitude, your very existence, and the outcome of this battle. They are the greatest denial and insult to my revenge.
I'll just get my finger and push it in a wound.
Yet you're emitting a much calmer ether energy now. Almost as if you found relief.
My vision is fading. I can't...
She's preaching to the wrong person.
On the brink of death anymore. My wounds are fatal. I don't feel any pain. Relief. It's not such a bad thing.
She's like, my vision is fading. I can't see my comrades. Yeah, Trigger is definitely the wrong person to preach to.
Did you intend for me to kill you from the start?
Let me answer that question with a story. The first time I saw you was actually during the fall of the old capital.
It's a bit lower than the shoulder. The shoulder's a little bit higher up. It probably was like a major vein or artery, but even still, I'm fairly certain Trigger probably uses a 50 cal, so that will have ripped right through and like done a fair amount of damage. In fact, I'm surprised Grim Vulture's bullet was stopped by the harmonica, because it looked like they both used the same caliber of weapon. And the harmonica definitely ain't stopping a sniper bullet. But then, it might be made of like some fucking tungsten or some shit.
My comrades were all dead, and the reinforcements the higher-ups promised before the mission never came. I can't even remember how long the fight went on. Ultimately, I had no choice but to retreat, failing to bring back my squad mates' bodies.
And don't forget it's raining as well, so in the rain you bleed a lot more profusely because your blood can't clot. Like, not that your blood would be able to clot and like close up that wound, because it's literally a gaping bullet hole wound that's ripped all the way through. So she's probably like bleeding through both sides. Like, due to the trajectory of the shot, it probably came out near her upper shoulder at the back, but then as soon as a bullet hits, it'll start to compact, so she'll have a lot of internal damage. That 50 cal will just rip right through. So with the rain, she's got no hope.
I made my way through one battle line after another. The advanced troops were nearly wiped out. But when I reached a certain front, a small squad of survivors called out to me. Few people can still stand after such severe corruption and injury, but all 5 of them were still fighting. They were protecting a girl who had lost her sight and fallen unconscious while searching for a way out of the hollow.
And it was then when I went up to you and slapped you in your dumb face.
Saving. And if I planned to retreat, I must take the girl with me. I couldn't turn down the last request of a group of heroic soldiers about to die in battle.
So she saved Trigger, but then had that much of a grudge against Trigger she wanted to kill her. Where's the logic? They could have worked together.
Your comrades entrusted your life to me. I was the one who brought you out of the hollow. You already know. what happened afterward. It didn't take long for you to leave the Defense Force after you came to. Just like me. I developed PTSD so intense that sometimes I couldn't even hold a normal conversation. But for me, the hardest blow was the death of my squad. To an orphan like me, they were family.
I hope the next, Agent story isn't going to be as dark and gritty, because I really want one that's just like rainbows and bubblegum.
If the reinforcements had kept their word and provided support, they wouldn't have died for nothing. Don't you ever have that thought?
It's like, I don't mind dark and gritty, I quite enjoy it, but even DC's not this dark.
To say I don't would be a lie, but I think deep down you know. From the moment we stepped into the Hollow, there was no way we were getting saved. Given how quickly the Hollow was spreading, and the ever-increasing number of ethereals, it would take the sacrifice of countless Defense Force troops to suppress it. It wasn't something that could have been accomplished in such a short time. The reinforcements would have only been a drop in the bucket. More sacrifices without results.
An episode of gumdrops and ice cream. Yeah, exactly.
Canceling the reinforcements. Sending the advanced troops to rescue as many civilians as possible to minimize casualties. I think most commanders would have made the same decision.
I mean, we're talking to Corinne next, so she might have something a bit less, dark.
Objective and cold logic. I understand it, of course. But when you see members of the reinforcements living happy lives years later, can you still keep your composure? I couldn't. Even if the chance was minuscule, I wanted my squad mates to survive. But they turned that chance to zero, and still have the nerve to embrace a peaceful future. I can't help but resent them. By the time I realized what I'd done, I had already taken several lives.
I mean, I get that Zoe's struggling with PTSD and shit, but, she really can't blame the commanders. If she was in their shoes, she'd probably have done the same.
Nathan. When I tied him up and was about to kill him, he begged me to spare him, saying he had something to give you, no matter what. That was when you re-entered my line of sight. I think I've said this before. We're very similar, yet we have completely opposite beliefs. After meeting you, I became even more certain. In the face of suffering, I chose destruction, while you were destined to choose to protect.
Protect and serve.
You're still entangled in your obsession with your squad mates. If this continues, you'll eventually sink into a void of despair. Your hope is like a bubble, ready to burst at any moment. Boop. The version of you I want to kill is the complete one, who can firmly reject my answer. If you haven't found your answer yet, then I'll be the one to push you forward.
Yeah, exactly. That's why a lot of them turn to drugs and alcohol to try and deal with the problems.
I kill you, or you end me. Either way works. But after seeing your growth, maybe I'd prefer you to step over my body. That's the final answer.
Yeah, that war was, beyond fucked.
Why?
Some of the things that they saw, that was one of the few wars where they actively targeted medics and booby-trapped the bodies of the injured, because obviously the Geneva Convention prohibits those two actions, but in that war, they was fighting an enemy who hadn't signed the Geneva Convention, therefore they didn't have to go by the usual rules of warfare.
Emptiness and doubt. No matter how many targets of my revenge I took down, nothing changed. aiming my gun at former comrades, drowning in hate and rage. All it left was a hollow emptiness.
Yeah, they're literally, one of the things they used to do is, they'd, like, when they'd, like, done an engagement, if they found one of the troops who had been shot, they'd literally gather all the food, put all the food around them, or, like, on them, and, like, same with the ammo, and then, like, leave them, like, propped up against a tree screaming, but they'd, like, booby-trap the fuck out of the area, so that when they went to rescue the comrade, they'd all get, like, they'd basically walk into the booby-traps. It was completely fucked.
You're different. You've gained unconditional trust from the proxy. You have the courage to fight through my trap. And eventually, you'll have a melody that's uniquely yours.
And that's the only problem when you're fighting by one set of rules and the enemy's fighting with another set of rules or they don't have rules, you still have to follow your rules. Because if you signed a legally binding contract, you cannot go against it. Regardless if they're shooting fuck out your medics, you just have to adapt and protect them.
My belief has faltered. I finally remember. My squad mates were fools just like you.
Like, I'm fairly certain, even in World War II, I'm fairly certain even the Axis of Evil didn't shoot medics deliberately.
You're right. They would never want me to become this way. I talk about carrying their cross. But in truth, I never carried their will. So be it. Take the hostage and go. A villain stained with the blood of others deserves nothing but a miserable end. I'm looking forward to how long you'll be able to protect those in front of your eyes.
That war was completely fucked as well. Like, they used, like, child soldiers and, like, civilians as hostages, and they, like, strapped them with bombs and shit. It was fucked. Charon doesn't leave. Instead, she kneels beside Grim Vulture, picks up the bullet-marked harmonica, and begins playing a melody titled Homecoming. How the fuck is that harmonica working? That harmonica must be made of fucking vibranium. The melody briefly takes over the roaring downpour, reaching the ears of Grim Vulture as she lies bleeding out, barely clinging to life. A faint glimmer appears in her empty eyes in her final moment.
I can still be played after taking a bullet. Impressive.
I pretty much said exactly the same thing.
This is my final melody to you. No matter how miserable you've become, I'll still remember you. Remember we once shared the same path in life. But in the end, our paths diverged.
Also, I wonder if Wise is, like, currently speeding towards them in the hollow to add Zoe to his harem.
Your hatred has long twisted into sin. But if not for you, I wouldn't have learned how to hate, or found the true targets of my hatred. I used to know nothing. My teammates served as my teachers and taught me so much. And I think you must be my final teacher.
Jesus Christ, that's heavy, man.
You taught me, in the most intense way, what hatred truly means.
Gumdrop,
Really?
gumdrop, gumdrop, gumdrop.
So you found someone you want revenge against, too.
Gumdrop, gumdrop, gumdrop.
That's good.
Gumdrop. The melody of Homecoming plays on as the gal endures the agony of her ocular rejection, struggling to make the harmonica's notes rise above the sound of the rain. As the last note fades amidst the relentless downpour, the defeated one takes her final breath. You rescue the kidnapped people, leave the hollow, anonymously report things to PubSec, and update the Shepherd, the one and only Shepherd, on the situation. This series of tasks that need to be done after such an intense battle leaves you dizzy. After requesting to meet the client with Shepherd, you receive his message calling you to Port Elpis. Okay, time for gumdrops and ice cream. This has gotten dark, yeah. Proxy, we've arrived at the port. According to Shepherd, he, the client, and the rescued Hesse and Erin should all be here. Let's go talk to them.
Sharon, why didn't you see him?
Proxy, you've noticed. Even though we defeated Grim Vulture, I still can't seem to let it go. No! You're still holding on! Let it go! Just as I thought, when the wind changed and the falling banner blocked her vision, she could have retreated, waited for her sight to clear, and then would have resumed sniping. If she'd done that, I would have had no chance of winning. But she didn't, she done. But her pride wouldn't allow her to take that action. An action that implicitly admitted her tactics were inferior. She chose to engage in a shootout with me, despite the blind spot. Yeah, your whole eyesight's blind spot.
Doesn't this prove your strategy was successful?
But after realising that she actually wanted to die, I started to wonder, was my course of action something she deliberately led into? I would find a way to break her trap and create an opportunity for a reversal. And she was waiting for that moment, ready to test whether I truly surpassed her through a direct confrontation. I believe that was her intention.
I don't care about the perpetrator's intentions.
Sorry, I was just talking to myself. Maybe talk to yourself when someone's not stood in front of you. Let's go meet the client together. He's still alive and hasn't become another of Grim Vulture's victims. I suppose that's the best news we could have. Although I already understand that the client's true identity is not my teammate, and it may not bring the hope I've longed for, I still want to face him. No eyesight to eyesight.
Strange black cat.
There was only one reason for stopping in front of his trash can. The first time Grim Vulture was seen disguised as an ordinary person, she was standing silently next to his trash can, gazing at the sea. Search your trash can. Lifting the lid of a trash can, among a pile of crumpled food wrappers and discarded ether batteries, smelling of seawater, he found some torn pieces of paper scattered here and there. It was easy to identify them as pages from a notebook that had been deliberately torn apart. Seems that what Grim Vulture discarded in here wasn't just ether batteries. Try to piece the torn pages together. You quickly sort and piece together the torn papers. Now the contents are fully readable. It seems to be a diary. Let's read it. Reading. The captain came to talk to me again today. Ever since I took down that elite ethereal in the last mission, word's been spreading about Nemesis Squad having an ace sniper. It's quite troublesome. A bunch of rookies went to their captain saying they wanted my guidance to improve their sniping skills. Are they underestimating what it means to be a sniper? Do they really think sniping is something you can just pick up whenever you feel like it? I've dedicated every waking moment of my life to training, all to become a sniper capable of taking down any target. Without the resolve to take another's life, you'll never become a proper sniper. The codename Grim Vulture represents the weight and bloodshed behind sniping. Like a vulture feeding on corpses, I hunt for death, wrapping myself in its scent. I was going to turn the captain down, but Peregrine told me I've been too tense lately and should try accepting the captain's proposal. It would give me the chance to socialise and mingle. Well, I guess I'll think about how to teach these juniors, though honestly, I feel like snipers should let the guns do the talking. Yeah. Let's keep reading it. Page 2. Got a serious talking to from the captain. He asked me why my method of teaching juniors involved taking them into the hollow for live fire combat training. What if something happened to them? How could I take responsibility? Our captain's been too naive. If they chose to join the Defence Force, how can they protect Eridu without being prepared to put their lives on the line? Many techniques and tactics can only be awakened and understood when faced with death's door. I was just teaching them through the most effective way I could think of. Besides, if they get hurt in this kind of real combat, doesn't that just prove they weren't cut out for it? To learn my skills, you need the talent to back it up. In the end, the captain just called off the training, just when I was starting to enjoy teaching. Just when I was beginning to think it might not be so bad to pass my sniper skills down to some capable junior. Peregrine tried to comfort me, saying I'll have another chance to take on students someday, but who knows how long I'll have to wait, or if that student will even have what it takes. When I get to teach again, I'm definitely going to develop this training method further. I'll throw them into the hollow, make them survive my sniper fire, force them to use the environment and psychological warfare to counter me. As long as they're not too unlucky and manage to survive, they'll definitely learn everything I've got. When that time comes, Eridu will have another guardian. Heh, I'm actually looking forward to it. Come to think of it, Peregrine's been acting pretty suspicious lately. What's that guy plotting? So, there was already psychopathic tendencies showing, and her god complex. After our mission, our captain and the squad called me to a dorm. When I opened the door, I saw balloons everywhere and a huge birthday cake. Turns out it was my birthday. They'd been secretly preparing this celebration for a while. Our captain apologised about the new recruit training incident from before and gave me a stunning, beautiful outfit. Everyone was chattering excitedly while sharing cake and stuffing gift boxes of all sizes into my hands. And then, Peregrine got down on one knee and proposed with a ring. Oh. Though I'd agreed to date him before, I never really understood all this romance stuff, and stayed pretty distant with him. But he said that's exactly what he loves about me. How I'm all about sniping and a bit clumsy in everyday life. He even thinks my codename Grim Vulture, which sounds scary to most, is cute. That idiot, he didn't really need to add that last part. Though I didn't show it then, I was actually overjoyed with him there, with everyone from the squad. This must be the happiest moment of my life so far. Why did I have to be so shy then? To a point where I couldn't even give an answer, saying something like, let me think about it. I should find the right moment to say yes. Yeah, that's what I'll do. After we return from my next mission, I definitely want to wear that beautiful outfit. If you're going to spam my chat with shit, at least buy me a drink first. Bro, this guy's old as fuck.
So you're the sniper from Liar Squad. It's nice to finally meet you.
And you must be the one who's been searching for me. Nathan, the younger brother of Lethe. It's good to see you safe and sound.
Younger brother? Dude looks like he's in his 50s.
That's right. I'm sorry for causing all this trouble. I nearly cost you your life, becoming a target of a victim from the fall of the old capital. Maybe that's what I get, not helping my brother and the rest of the defense force back then.
I thought it was going to sound way older. Like, you have this guy who's supposedly a young man, looking like he's in his 50s, and then you have Piper, who's supposedly an old woman, looking like she's early 20s at most.
When the reinforcements decided to retreat, I spoke out against it. I had family among the soldiers already in the Hollow, but I didn't have the courage to take that step. The one that might have cost me my life. I'm sorry.
In all fairness, some guys do start turning grey when they're in the 30s.
You don't need to feel regret or apologize. The outcome wasn't something you could have controlled. You cared deeply for Lethe, and even today you still think of him. To someone like him, who always cherished family, That's more than enough.
Thank you. I heard you've been searching for the members of Liar Squad all these years. I'm nothing compared to your determination. Thank you for everything you've done, but please stop the search. It's time for you to start living a life that's truly your own.
Yes, join Wise's harem of babes.
I hate to say this as a family member, but back then, they were already...
I know. You don't need to say it. I've been drowning in a fantasy of my own making for years. But it's a fantasy that kept me from falling into the abyss. Nathan, Grim Vulture told me you have something you want to give me. Is that why you commissioned someone to find me?
He has something to give her, alright. Unzips. She's like, I can't see what you're trying to give me, but I can smell sardines.
Yes. After learning about the bond between you and your squad, I knew I couldn't live with myself if I didn't get this to you. So I got on my knees and begged Grim Vulture. Even playing this recording for her, hoping it would move her.
It's quite unusual for women to go grey in the late 20s. It's definitely common for men to. Well, a lot more common for men
Regardless of
to.
how things unfolded, what matters is that it wasn't destroyed, and I'm here, alive, to hand it to you.
Like, men can start turning grey or going bald from as early as 30. Someone I used to work with back in the day, they started to go, like, bald about 27. Nathan rummages through his jacket pocket and takes out a slightly worn tape. Sex tape. A tape from a Liar Squad, discovered by Nathan, Leaf's younger brother. This long sealed recording sparked a series of events that would follow. Years have passed, and while the tape's surface shows some wear, the audio within remains pristine. It's crystal clear as if it was recorded yesterday. Also, why does this look like a PlayStation 2 memory card? Don't you think? Looks like a PS2 memory card.
I found this while going through my brother's belongings. It's been tucked away for years. There's a recording on it, and I think it's a gift Liar Squad made for you, but never had the chance to give you.
Thank you so much. Do you mind if I listen to it now?
Thank you
with the
so
proxies?
much. Belle's like, I don't want to listen to that shit. Fuck yourself, cunt.
Wait, with us? I thought we were just here to collect the commission fee today.
When she says with a proxy, she means specifically Wise.
Go ahead. As for the commission fee, I'll pay it to you both shortly, so don't worry about that.
Nathan takes a step back. Karen looks at you, her lips seeming to tremble slightly. You gently hold her hand. Feeling the warmth and strength in her palm, she presses the play button.
Hey, hello? Alright, it's a recording. This is a message from Liar Squad for our little sniper.
Elegant female voice.
Everyone ready? I'll count down. 3, 2, 1.
You're blind!
Congratulations on your 1000th day with Liar Squad!
Hey, you guys are totally out of sync. Captain, can we redo this? The anniversary gift has to be perfect.
I'm not gonna lie, as soon as I started talking, I was like, shit, they're so out of sync.
That's our assault specialist, Acheron. She has a strong sense of aesthetics, prioritizing beauty in both combat and her daily life. She taught me a lot about makeup and fashion.
Is that why you can't get dressed properly?
Oh, she won't care if we're a little off. Forget the re-record. Let's just get it done and order the cake. We don't want him to sell out.
That sounds like me. Proper fat cunt.
That's our medic, Kakaitis. He's usually lazy and a bit of a smooth talker, but he's actually very capable and kind. He taught me a lot about unconventional negotiation tactics and ways of handling things.
Kinda sounds a bit like me. I do often play support in video games.
You two, stop arguing during the recording. I've already ordered the cake. If you keep rambling, we really will have to re-record this. Cut the chatter already.
I love how none of them realise that it's still, like, recording.
And that's Styx, a reliable artillery specialist. He's the oldest in the squad. He loves sharing photos of his daughter and reminiscing about how he wooed his wife. The way he won her over inspired me a lot.
Alright, let's all calm down. Wouldn't want to get on the captain's bad side. I mean, Captain, would you like to go first? We can edit or re-record whatever we need to.
That's our scout and engineer, Lethe. He's a bit self-conscious because of how his younger brother excels, and he's somewhat introverted. But he's actually very capable. He taught me sharp observation skills, calm execution under pressure, and how to make use of the environment.
That's actually kind of strange, because normally it's the younger brother who's self-conscious. The older brother is usually more confident and often more disciplined because they've received a lot more discipline in life.
Okay, thank you all for settling down before I completely lost my cool. It's fine. No need to cut anything or re-record. Let's just keep it as it is. Loud and messy, just like our Liar Squad.
Loud and messy. Stealth optional for their missions.
That's our captain, who took me in and taught me how to play the harmonica. And the real Charon. I'll make sure to explain properly to you later, Proxy.
So her name's probably not even Karen then, she's just taking over that
As
name.
you've heard, this recording is a little gift from the five of us. How time flies. When I brought you into the squad about 2.5 years ago, you were just a shy kid who blushed whenever you talked to someone. Over these 1,000 days, you've really worked hard to keep pace with our fighting rhythm. You've done incredibly well. In the last mission, your successful sniper kill of that high-risk ethereal really helped Acheron a lot. I hate to say it, but yeah, I went too far in last time. Thanks for getting me out of that mess. Just this once, I'll admit, your moves were more elegant in that fight.
Why does Acheron sound like just your basic bitch high school bully girl?
Not just that fight. Ever since you became a quicker shot and learned to adjust for wind speeds on the fly, we've been taking fewer and fewer hits. Makes my job way easier. So, cheers.
Like, yeah, I'm so hot. Oh my god. Oh, have you seen what she's wearing? That was so last Tuesday's fashion.
You often worry about not doing enough. But in these 2.5 years, you've absorbed everything I know about stealth, reconnaissance, and tactical countermeasures. Trust me, you'll become an incredibly skilled sniper.
Yeah, exactly like the Mean Girls Blondie.
Having you covering us from the rear makes every fight feel safer. But you still have a lot to learn about socializing and romance. When peace finally comes to Eridu, leave us and live your own life.
Trigger can cover me from the rear.
Where did that come from? She's not leaving us. Even if she retires, she'll move into my house and I'll spoil her with loads of beautiful clothes. We can talk about living alone in 10 or 20 years. Sorry, I got carried away. Anyway, you're talented and hardworking. Over these 1,000 days, you've opened your heart to us and even encouraged us in return. Having you as a comrade is a blessing for all 5 of us.
Oh, James, did you watch my Phasmophobia stream when I was doing that with Ams Lime and her friends?
But I have to say one thing. You're always so sensitive and kind. Every time you see us get hurt, you look like you're about to break. Has our squad motto, having each other's backs, become too much of a burden for you?
What sort of lame motto, having each other's backs, is that? Like, that's such a lame motto.
When your squad mates trust you with their backs, your first instinct is to protect them, right? But that's not the way it should be. No one can shoulder everything alone.
That's alright. If you missed it, you missed it, it's fine. No, I was just rewatching some of my videos on YouTube. I'm not sure if it's on my VODs on Twitch. I think it's on YouTube because it was a little while back. Like, last week or week before, I think. And there's some absolute fucking comedy gold moments in it.
Don't try to carry everything on your own. Choosing to fight on the battlefield is my resolve. Feel it. Share yours with me. And when it's your turn to watch my back, I'll give my all to honor it too.
Like, within the first, like, 10 minutes, I'm already screaming. One of the monsters is coming for us, and I'm up to my old tricks with Salt. And then, like, my flashlight and everything starts fucking going, and I can hear the footsteps, so I go in a locker, and the locker opens, and I just get my fucking jaw snapped. And I can just hear him, like, what happened to Lewis? And, like, one of them was like, oh, I heard Lewis scream, he might be dead. And then they come up looking for me, and thought, yeah, he must be dead because he's not talking. But I don't know where he died. And then they see me, like, falling out of the locker, and one of them just immediately goes up to me and takes a photo of my dead body.
As long as you fight with all your strength, there's no such thing as failing to protect something, because your will and our will is preserved and carried on in other ways.
But don't let that weigh on you. Try to trust in us, just like we trust in you, no matter what.
No
I
matter
struggled
what.
with that kind of thinking myself, but I eventually made my way through it. All this talk of camaraderie, of keeping each other safe, it's like a harmonica melody scoring our time together. Even when things change, our tune will go on, and that's enough.
Marching on my wayward
Honestly,
son.
I'm sometimes terrified. Afraid that someday you'll blame yourself for failing to protect us and fall apart. That's why I wanted to record this message.
Oh yeah, it might be that video. Yeah, I think I did call it supernatural occurrence.
Please, don't try to bear everything alone. Maybe you can start relying on us more, fully entrusting your vulnerable side to us. Our will has long been intertwined with yours. We're comrades. This is getting way too sentimental. It doesn't feel like me anymore. Anyway, we just want to see you trusting your comrades enough to share your burdens, even if it isn't us. Finally,
Yeah,
we'd
that's
like
all
to give
cool,
you the
mate.
song that's closest to us. If what we've said is hard to understand, just feel it through the music. Please, enjoy my masterpiece, Homecoming.
Don't forget, give me a like and subscribe. I do actually like this music, it's quite cool. The old cassette plays a familiar tune. It sounds crisp and clear, as though it were recorded yesterday. When the music fades, the tape goes silent. You turn to the woman who calls herself Karen, as she desperately wipes away uncontrollable tears. The harbour wind ruffles her hair, and then, at last, she tilts her head. Like and subscribe for more tips. Yeah, more tips on being an absolute degenerate gremlin.
Proxy, do you remember? I was once terrified of seeing the look on their faces.
And hit that bell for notifications.
Can you see them clearly now?
Don't just hit the bell, absolutely fuck it across the
Crystal
other side of
clear.
the room.
As if I've returned to the exact moment of parting.
That little blondie on the right there.
So this is our last glance. This is the answer you wanted me to find. Thanks, guys. For everything.
Wait. The ethereal they're fighting off was Nirvana. Or whatever it's called, Minerva. No wonder they couldn't fucking stop it. Even Miyabi struggled to fight that cunt. And she's a powerful void hunter. After meeting with Nathan, you spend a long time with trigger at Port Elpis, letting the sea breeze wash over you. You don't say a word because you both know it'll be soon to part ways. As the temperature begins to cool, you head back to the 6th Street with her.
Please. No. Lies. Belle. I've troubled you two a lot these days with my personal affairs. Words can't describe what you've done for me.
If I was Belle, I'd be a little bit suspicious and upset that she said wise first. I'll have to play this game if I find time, because I don't know who that ethereal is. It's one of the big boss ethereals. There was a bit in the story about her, I believe. And then, like, there's one of the side missions where, like, the Hollow is basically just about, like, powering yourself up with the cards. And at the very end, you fight her, and she's an absolute cunt to fight. Like, I struggled until I got, Miyabi.
It's no trouble at all. To be honest, Belle and I have been a bit lost lately because of some personal
matters.
But meeting you has felt somehow comforting. Don't you think, Belle?
And do you know what wise means when he says personal matters? He means he's lacking bitches. He needs more women to add to his harem. Because this is before he's met most of the others, so he doesn't have a harem right now. Our wills are aligned.
Exactly. We got something out of the experiences we shared. At the very least, it's brought us clarity. I guess our wills have always been aligned, haven't they?
Yeah. When I was trapped in self-doubt, unable to get out, I'm glad you were there with me. You're right. We've already entrusted our backs to each other as comrades.
She's entrusted her back to Wise, and Wise will happily oblige clapping those cheeks.
And because of that, because we are comrades.
Don't you think Belle smiles like a total fucking gremlin?
Please, hear me out. Maybe you've already noticed. I'm sorry, but I've been keeping something from you. Charon isn't actually my code name.
Well, no bloody shit. Yeah, I might have a thing for blondes. But yeah, Wise is like stood there, and she's smiling like a little gremlin. But actually, what she's thinking about is the cheese sandwich you threw in the bin like 10 minutes ago. She's gonna go fucking scavenging for it.
As I mentioned before, Charon was my captain's code name. When I met both of you for the first time, I didn't want to tell you my code name, because I thought someone who couldn't protect their squad mates had no right to one. So I lied.
So what is your code name, Fluffy Hippo?
Captain Charon was an orphan like me, with no family to mourn her. I've been using her code name because I may be the last person in the world who still remembers her.
Was everyone in her squad a fucking orphan? Did you just recruit orphans from an orphanage or something?
But I understand now. If I want to keep moving forward, I can't keep hiding behind a lie. My true code name is...
Maybe we should have been called the Orphan Squad. No! No! Don't cock tease me like that! I want to know what a code name is!
You don't have to tell me right now.
Yeah, you don't have to tell me right now. You can tell Wise later
At
on.
the harbor, Nathan spoke to you privately. Was he offering you a chance to return to the Defense Force?
Yes. He said he still has a friend in the Defense Force who's currently forming a new squad. And if my goals align with theirs, I could consider joining them.
I wonder if this is when she joins Soldier 11. Because obviously this is a flashback. And I'm fairly certain her and Soldier 11 work together.
So, what's your decision? Where will you go next?
Because they're both part of Herbal Squad.
After everything that's happened, I think I do share the same goal as that friend of his and the new squad they're building. So I'll head back to the new Eridu Defense Force and keep chasing my new goal with a new team.
And your new goal is?
Your new goal? Are you going to look further into the fall of the old capital?
Yes. My encounter with Grim Vulture has made me realize this should be the true form of my vengeance. I'll uncover the real culprits behind the old capital's fall and make them pay for their crimes. If the ferryman who leads me to the truth demands a price, I'm willing to wager my life. I have a gut feeling the masterminds will reveal themselves again soon. To protect the city my comrades cherished and sacrificed their lives for, I won't allow such a tragedy to happen again. By letting the will to protect guide my hatred, I now have a clear aim toward the truth.
Just out of curiosity, are you watching on a phone or a TV? Or are you watching through like a laptop?
That's exactly why we can't be completely honest with each other right now, yeah.
That's what I thought. If that's the case, then for now, we probably shouldn't learn your true codename, or lean on each other too much.
Are you saying we're on opposite sides?
Computer, cool. Have you noticed anything different with my stream layout? Like any other options in like things? Because I'm supposed to have like a thing from Streamlabs on. The chat is a bit different. Yeah, I'm supposed to have a thing from Streamlabs, but I can't see it because I'm on my phone.
No, we might walk different paths. Those paths will lead us to the same destination. It's just that, for now, we can't say any more than that.
So I have no idea what's changing in that.
To be honest, after facing an enemy as ruthless as Grim Vulture, we're reminded of our own powerlessness. Watching you fight back, almost losing your life to a bullet, that feeling...
Alright, Belle, fucking hell, keep it light.
We're nowhere near strong enough to protect you, and we're not strong enough to open up about our pasts either. Sorry.
Without a second thought or hesitation, Karen takes hold each of your hands and brings them together at her chest.
If this is your slightly selfish principle, I'll respect it. You were once my proxies, and I'll keep this memory locked away as something I cherish.
Streamlabs is a bot I have. I can do like different codes for him to say different things. Hello friends is something I've typed in for him to say in response to exclamation hello. So if you put exclamation hello, he'd respond to you saying hello friends.
If, as you say, our destination is the same, then we should continue on our separate paths, striving to grow stronger. The next time we meet, I'll reveal my true codename. I hope we can become true comrades. I want your presence to forever remain in the melody of my life.
Heh, deal.
Yes, it's a promise. We'll meet again, Charon.
Yeah, in the chat next to Streamlabs it says moderator partner, and that's how you can tell it's like the bot by me. Or at least that's what it says on my tablet. On my phone it has like a little sword and like a verified tick. You watch a woman who calls herself Karen walk further and further away. A Defence Force soldier waits for her at the end of her path.
Hello, I'm the sniper from the former Liar Squad of the Chrysoberyl Division, recommended by Captain Nathan, originally of the new Eridu Defense Forces Obsidian Division, Impera Squad.
Ah, I heard about you from my superior.
You're the one who dealt with the serial murders targeting the Defense Force, right? Well, the new Eridu Defense Force is ready to welcome you back.
I know on my, like, through my Streamlabs thing, I tried to set up a bunch of things where it'll, put, like, different sounds for people, like, following and, like, being the first watcher and subscribing and shit. But, obviously, because I'm playing on console, I won't be able to see or hear any of that stuff. And I also don't think text-to-speak will, like, pop up either.
Let me confirm a few details before taking you to base. Which squad are you applying to join? And did you have a code name during your previous service?
I'm applying to join the Obsidian Division's Obel Squad. As for my code name... Trigger. I was Trigger of Liar Squad.
Ah, so that was actually her code name that she just wasn't telling anybody. That's weird. Things have come to an end, Belle. Do you think we'll ever see Karen again? Well, we know you will. For sure. Yeah, I hope so too. We must grow, get stronger, and gain greater power to face any crisis. When we reunite with her, then we must...
Her real code name.
Exactly. However, after hearing about the connection between Karen and Grim Vulture, I can't help but feel a bit sad. Two people with the same fate ended up walking completely different paths, becoming enemies. Belle, if we were to enter enemies who once experienced the same fate but now walk completely different paths with opposite goals, forced to be enemies, what would you choose to do? Kill them? I feel Belle would probably seek mutual understanding with him because she's dumb.
I'd seek mutual understanding with him.
Haha, that really sounds like something you would say, Belle. Nailed it. If that time ever comes, let's seek mutual understanding with the other party together. Faith should face everything together, right? After everything that's happened, I'm feeling a bit tired. You must feel the same, right, Belle? We'll get more and more commissions from Shepard from now on. How about we take a short break while we can? Take a break, leave a story. Ooh, an achievement. There we go. So, Trigger story, already completed it, mate. Now I can open the video store. Video store open. I'm not gonna lie, my nose feels a little bit blocked today. Probably sound a bit more nasally and shit. Go see our favourite doggo. Doggo. Shit cunt. You didn't give me anything good. Just a couple of 1,000 Denny's. Now I can show you Box Galaxy.
You know, the sun shining so brightly today makes it the perfect condition for shopping.
So this is where you can like buy stuff to improve your characters. The basic W engines. But you don't really need them as such. I mean, some of them are decent. Like that's a defense one, that's anomaly. That one's not bad anomaly. Whenever a squad member inflicts an attribute anomaly on an enemy, the equipper gains a buff that increases anomaly proficiency by 30, stacks up to 4 times, and this effect expires when a target recovers from a stun as defeated. So that's pretty useful, especially for someone like Miyabi if you don't have a good like thing for her. I think I got that one on Lucy for Slice of Time.
Hey there, having trouble deciding what to buy? I can always give you some tips.
I know I've got this one on Lycon and someone else. I need to actually check to see if I need any of them.
Eradicate all evil.
Let's fire it up.
Asset.
Did you?
Right, we'll go from Piper. Right, we've got Collider. Right, yeah, I do need some of them for Collider. Because that's when the target's HP is no lower than 50%. The equipper inflicts 11.5% more days to a target. And when it's no lower than 75%, the days is increased by another 11.5%. So it's basically 23% more days. So if I get a couple of them, then Collider will be a lot better in combat.
Here you go. All good? Here you go.
Did I need 2 or did I need 3?
A 5-star rating if you're satisfied.
We'll go with 2 first.
This is the path.
Hey, don't look down on me.
So, if I do it to the top one, it's 16 each. Also, yeah, to
You want to test my hammer?
to touch on what you said before about me liking blondes, I prefer redheads more.
Check it out and don't miss out.
But unfortunately, the only redhead in this game is like 14.
Why not try your luck again?
Yeah, I don't want Chris Hansen coming and telling me to take a seat.
Hey, don't look down on me.
I mean, there's a chance Collider's older than 14, but she looks like she's 14, so... Yana.
You want to test my pick?
Milo. Need something? I'm here.
Huh?
Wanna see?
Looking.
There's like, literally, blonde supremacy.
Awaiting orders.
Blonde and, brunettes. I guess you call people black hair a brunette.
I follow.
Miyabi's probably my favourite agent there. We'll claim this for the agent story. Into K-Knots, Night and Castle. Bangbu is dancing outside the video store, seemingly doing something strange. Maybe you should go talk to it. Yeah, I like natural redheads, but they're rare to come by. Yeah, they're a dying breed, unfortunately. I like natural redheads. Not like the fake, I've dyed my hair poison dart frog colours. I'm gonna save up my tips as well for the next agent. I've got 122 tips now. On the signal searches, you're guaranteed an agent within 90 spins. So I can't remember if I won the last 50-50 or I lost the last 50-50. So I might be on a guaranteed agent. Like I could try and pull for Zhu Yuan, but I don't know. Like I like Zhu Yuan, but she's nothing special. I mean, I like her design. I've downloaded the application for this game on desktop. I'm not sure how it would work on desktop specifically. Obviously, I play with a controller, and I find there's a learning curve with combat. Yeah, so I can't pull for any of the other stuff. It's a shame you can't actually play with each other. Pause. So that's a new one. The lively little knight, the diligent and loyal squire. Hey, what's happening ahead? It's an adventure. Quick, help me get onto my horse. I need to do this virtual world battle though, because that expires in 3 days. So I need to do these battles with Corinne, or Colin, whatever you want to call her. I say Corinne. Yeah, it probably will play similar if you use a controller. I'm just not sure, like, if people do the control. I don't think I've done these demos. That's interesting. I haven't done these character demos. I'll do that in my own time. You don't want to see me do the demos on stream. That's kind of lame. But yeah, I do like the Box Galaxy. Box Galaxy is pretty cool. When you are playing it though, I'd highly recommend you don't waste your pulls. So this window that I was just on, we'll go back to it. These limited characters only pull for the limited characters you actually want. Like Trigger, while she's good, she really requires Silver Soldier Anby and probably Pulchra to be really good. Zhu Yuan's a good agent, like, I'm not gonna lie, when I used her in battle before, she's a good agent. It's just obviously she's a ranged agent, so unless you like your ranged agents, she's probably not going to be any better than Billy. The basic agents you get will still be decent. I personally wouldn't pull for anyone's W engine unless you know for a fact it's going to be a character you religiously play. So like Miyabi, I got Miyabi's S engine, W engine, and I think I got Astra's, because Astra's the only healer in the game. So I know her longevity is going to be, like, really useful. These give you S agents that are non-limited. I'm actually not far away from getting another one of them. And these give you the Bangbu companions that you can team up with the characters you use. Right, let's speak with Colin.
If we don't figure out what that ghost really is, Mr. Clyde's interests could be in big trouble.
Heh, what ghost?
Oh, Great Spirit, please don't eat me. My apologies. It's just Master Proxy. I was thinking about VR experiences. A gentleman client of mine said that he recently participated in an event launched by the HIA, but during the experience he saw a ghost.
I'm actually butchering her voice.
It's a kind of white ghost that you can't attack or interact with, but would suddenly appear in a corner of a combat scene and startle you. The customer is now so scared that he doesn't dare enter the club anymore. What should I do about this?
Heh, why don't we go check it out?
So, would it be possible to ask Master Proxy to go to the club with me? If you're with me, I'm sure I can overcome my fear.
I will protect you. Arriving at the HIA club with Corinne, who is apparently shaking. That's because she's scared of everything, including her own shadow. I don't know how she even manages to fucking wield a big-ass chainsaw. Welcome to... I actually find that angle quite interesting, the fact that the computer is just completely blocking out her massive tits. I didn't think that would be possible. Hello, welcome, blah blah blah. Corinne, is this the event?
Yes, that's it. Virtual World Battlestorm. This is the new event where the customer encountered something special.
Ew, something special. I guess our new event has indeed brought a different battle experience to users. How about it? Would you like to try it out? Heh, I want to experience Virtual World Battlestorm, heh. He's getting there like a fucking gremlin. Consists of different stages, makes sense. Each stage has its own tactical buff. Here you can see the relevant information about tactical buffs. Make good use of tactical buffs can help you defeat enemies more effectively. The agent, Soldier Zero, Ambi, Trigger and Pulchra can all perform Aftershock. When Soldier Zero, Ambi hits an enemy, blah blah blah. Yeah, we know. I will just read it all again now. The only problem is...
I am the Eye of Obel.
Oh, it is giving me those
Number
agents,
0,
that's right.
Captain of
I was going to say, if
Silver
it doesn't give me
It's
the
been a
agents,
while.
I won't be
Sniper
able to complete
Standing
it.
by.
Payment received. Let's get to work.
So you're probably going to enjoy this as well, because it means that I'll be able to use some different agents you probably haven't seen. Or at least haven't really seen me use. Wata wata. Wata and na. Boo, 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 boo. Omema Shindaru Nani?
Fall back.
Increase firepower. Recalibrating.
Down strategy.
Hold in position. Engaging head on. Target locked.
Sneak attack.
Fire support ready.
Is our prey giving you trouble? Stay focused.
Flip the switch.
Don't hesitate.
Copy.
What you deserve.
Off balance.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I kinda like that squad. Like, as a whole. It's just requiring a full new squad. Also, I'm drinking at the minute. A drink I got from Lidl. It's called Western Gold. Straight old Kentucky bourbon whiskey cola. I also just miss my mouth a little bit. I don't know how I miss a mouth as big as mine. Frontline is also composed of multiple stages. Remember to use tactical buffs to defeat powerful enemies more effectively. So this seems to be like the exact same one we've just done. It's just more dangerous, I think. Additionally, when aftershock damage is dealt, it can instantly execute normal elite boss enemies. Cool.
I've got your back. Sniper trigger. Standing by.
Dun, 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 dun. Number 0, Anby. Standing by.
Just had a look, but do you have to play other games before? No, you don't have to play any other games before Zenless. It's a standalone game.
Captain of Silver Squad. It's been a while.
My lord.
I am the...
Looking for a payment received. Let's get to work.
Standing by. Dun, 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 dun,
Dun,
dun,
dun,
dun,
dun,
dun.
dun, 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 dun. I like it when she does that. She'll, like the normal Ambi, will do that in combat if you're idle. She'll just start humming that tune. It's quite cute. Yeah, obviously Hoyoverse have like a bunch of different games, but you don't have to have played any of them before. Yeah, it's got like 4 different games in the universe.
Adjusting for wind.
But you don't have to have played any of them.
Is our prey giving you
position.
trouble?
Off balance. Move it.
Oh, I just had to mute my mic while I sneezed. Fucking hell, that was a right aggressive one.
Let's flip the switch. Now you pay. Have another.
I'm not gonna lie, I really like this squad. I almost regret not getting Silver Soldier Randy.
Recalibrating. Move behind me. Supporting position. The target's weary. The melody of combat. Time to pin them down. Take this! I'll pierce right through. A little kiss. What you deserve. Quick shot. This prey is mine. Beg for
Ultimate.
mercy.
She made a heart with her guns. That was kind of cool. Hearty, 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 heart.
This bullet will reach its mark. Flip the switch. Who's the boss now?
These are just getting absolutely rinsed. I like doing all these like different side things as well because they all give you stuff like resources that you need and be special offensive. This is just specifically for Anby and Trigger. Oh, I didn't read what the special objectives were. Oh well.
Ether vision activate.
Do.
Can't catch me.
Dun 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 dun.
You're cornered. Supporting position. It's time. Time to pin them down. Nice try. Fire support ready. Right over. Move it.
Nana.
The target's weary. Get ready.
I fucking wrecked, mate. Oh, so that was like literally just complete the stage in a certain amount of seconds. Combat stage, already completed it, mate. Energy Alliance. Trigger EX special attacks at least 2 times.
Eradicate all evil.
Interesting.
My blade is ready.
Hoshimi Miyabi, Tsukushira Yanagi, and Lucy.
To what do I owe the pleasure?
No, I haven't played any of the other Hoyoverse games. This is my first. This is also my first ever gacha game. Like, I've heard good things about other ones. This is apparently the most generous one, though, in terms of, like, it actually giving you things. Like, I've heard a lot about Genshin Impact. When I went to a Comic-Con a few years ago, there was actually a rep there with, like, Genshin Impact goodies and stuff. I like a free bag. Yeah, Genshin Impact has like a lot of like patches.
Leave the rest to me. Here I come. Roger. Okay.
Wee.
Surrender.
I like these little pigs.
It's my turn.
Wee. Yeah, I think that's what a lot of people have like saying about this, the fact that like this isn't an open world game and Genshin is. But at the same time, I don't really care. Like, if you make a linear game well, a linear game can be better than an open world game. Look at that Dynasty Warriors game that they made open world and everyone hated it. I mean, I'm not a fan of like hallway simulator games, but I don't mind linear games. If you're gonna make a linear game though, you have to make sure the story's on point.
Eradicate. You have my good day. I'll beat everyone. This is the path I follow.
What? Why am I using the agents it's trying to give me when I've leveled them up?
My blade is at the ready.
So I was actually playing with weaker agents because the ones I've leveled up are a lot better. My Lucy might not be as good as the Lucy they're giving me there. Lucy's got some serious brat energy.
Fine. It's over. I see it. Good work, Chief. Yep.
Wee.
Weakling.
I just like in combat that Lucy just smashes her fucking pigs at the enemy. I'd say if Yanagi was a Final Fantasy character, she'd probably be a Dragoon. Like, her main attack is to jump in the air, and that's very Dragoon. And be special offensive too. Fair enough. I wonder if the white ghost the person's on about's Ambi.
Leave it to me, Abby.
She didn't see that one coming.
Right on cue. Supporting position. Off balance. You're in my sights. What you deserve. Fire support ready. The target's weary. I'm on it.
Banana.
Keep focused.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm actually kind of regretting I didn't get Ambi. It seems that they've made her a lot better. Like, they must have, I know they did some sort of patch for her because one of her skills wasn't working as intended, but with this team, Wait. I'm fucking stupid. I didn't do the right one. I did the same fucking mission that I'd already done. Absolute donut.
Save your strength, Envy. Recalibrating. Here. That was easy. Here. Here. Wide open. I'll pierce right through. Now you pay. It's time. Quick shot.
One of my favourite things about using Trigger is the fact that she has off-field support. Like, when you do her EX special and you fill up that bar, swap to another agent and use their EX special, she'll just appear around them and just like absolutely dap them up with fire. And I found that quite an invaluable skill. I'm not gonna lie, the more I talk about how much I enjoy using Trigger, the more I want to pull for Trigger. But I want to hit Miyabi up on the rerun to get her upgraded.
Don't look down on me.
Ooh, we're gonna use Collider.
You want to test my hammer?
We'll use my Collider.
Yeah, you know what's good.
We'll use my Astra.
Is the concert starting?
And we'll use my Evil Lyn.
Asset confirmed. Relax. You're in good hands.
Banana. Ah, banana. The Bangoos are so silly. La la la.
So unprofessional.
Wabam badam.
Hurry up!
Securing the perimeter.
Her attack then, it kind of reminds me of Final Fantasy when Shiva does her summon finisher, and she just does the frosty snap. I do like using Collider in combat. Collider's quite a good agent.
You want to test my hammer?
She's probably got like the best stun in the game.
Should be leading the way.
Aside from Qingyi, I think Qingyi's stun's probably better.
It's my duty to protect the asset.
Like, that's a fairly rounded team. You've got Collider, who's just absolutely stunning the fuck out of everyone. You got Evelyn, who can just take pure advantage of the fact that they're stunned, and then Astra, who can keep them both alive and provide assists. Like, I do think Astra's probably the most useful agent, just because of how she can heal and do the assist. Like, when you start the combat and do her EX special, like, the others all get assists that they can do. That's what pops up in the bottom right corner. When there's like a little blue thing there, it means there's an assist that can be done.
Securing the perimeter.
Safety is mandatory!
I won't betray your trust. I'll take point.
Yeah, when she clicks her fingers, it's like Shiva from Final Fantasy.
All exits are now sealed.
Time for a hammering! Don't get in my way!
Securing the perimeter.
I'm not gonna lie, I wouldn't want to get on Kaleda's bad side. Like, she seems like the type of kid who will just bring all her angst and anger out on you with a hammer and just splatter you against a wall and then like look at him like, shit, what have I just done? Also, somehow Kaleda did more damage than Evelyn right there. That's crazy. Like, the fact that Kaleda's dealing more damage than Evelyn, and Evelyn's a limited agent, like that's kind of wild. Mind you, I did also hit them with an ultimate from Kaleda, so that also might have been why. Ultimates do a fuck ton of damage.
Savior elite heavy unit encountered. Specialized assault bomber. This enemy uses explosive siege weapons for close quarters combat. Combat strategy. Prioritize attacking the rear ammunition compartment. Target locked.
I'm on it. Stay focused. It's time.
Oh shit.
Right on cue.
Wow. This guy is fucking me up.
The target's weary.
I'm on it. Get ready. Show no mercy. What you deserve.
Time to pin them down. Saw that? Recalibrating.
Let fear consume you.
That was easy. You're cornered.
I think I might have to do that one again. I was thinking of playing Genshin, but yeah, I decided against it. I was just like, yeah, I don't think it's the game for me. Yeah, as well, it's like 5 years old. I know they're still releasing new content for it, but it's just all the content that was released. I'd probably be like way behind the curve.
Adjusting for wind.
Fall back. Watch out. Right on cue. Now you pay.
Time to pin them down.
Quick shot. I'm on it.
Probably longer than months,
Focus.
I mean, it's going to take you months to catch up with this game, to be fair. Just with all the story and that, and the fact that they're releasing all the content. Like, there's all side games and that. Like the Hollow and everything that you can do and get, like, a bunch of extra stuff from the Hollows.
Let's fire it up.
Ooh, we've got Bernice, the notorious R.A.T, and Seth.
Take me along.
I'm not gonna lie, I do not envy being Seth in the middle of that babe sandwich. Yeah, there's a lot of content already for this game. I know a lot of people are like, oh, there's not much content, blah blah blah, but there actually is. And every patch they bring out patch-specific, time-limited content, like this one that I'm doing. Like, this is only on for another 3 and a bit days. And that Bang Boo that wants to talk to me, his missions only last 11 days.
Want a glass of... Let's light this hollow up.
I like the rat. The rat's
Stir
good in
up some
combat.
trouble.
See, when I started playing, I didn't manage to get Jin. She was released before I started playing, I believe. Or maybe I started playing and she was released, but I didn't have enough things to get her. Yeah, to be honest, a lot of it is integrated in the story. Like, even the side mission, it's like, it's still relevant stuff usually. I mean, this one isn't. I like how dumb Bernice is. Total fucking airhead.
I'll do my best.
Found your weakness.
Shoo!
Flames will never die. I'll make it painless. Either way.
Turn over, and you leave.
I'm not gonna lie, I kinda like Seth. I regret not powering him up. He just never appealed to me when I was playing before. Like, when I unlocked him as a character to use. But in all the missions it's made me use him in, he's actually been pretty decent. I will say as well, one of the side games, like the little, you know, in the Godfinger arcade, you can actually play that co-op. So if you need a hand to try and like beat some of the missions in that, let me know. There's only the one game you can play though, co-op. No, it's not relevant to the story, but you get the polychromes through playing, so you can like level up your
Erratic.
Time for some hard
labor. Let's want a glass of nitro fuel? Let's fire.
I just realised I used the weaker version of Bernice as well. I used the one they give me.
For you. A mission? Take me along.
I like Jane Doe's story. Jane Doe's story is pretty interesting. Yeah, like I say, it's only for one arcade game. It's quite interesting, but it's sort of like roguelike. I fucking love it. I can't get enough of it. I haven't played it for a while. Hee. Burn, Bernice, burn! Shoo!
Hit him where it hurts.
Bernice is really fun to use. She's actually really powerful as well. Like, when you see the little bar on the right hand side with the fire, so when you activate, when you get that gauge full, you can activate something called Burn. And what that does is, it deals residual damage when you hit an enemy with another character.
The final act begins now.
Oh shit, there's another enemy.
Come on. Backing down. Prepare to face judgment.
Shoot. Yeah, it makes you want to be a pyro fighter, for sure.
Oops, sorry.
Jane, time to rotate.
A little gift for ya.
Shoot.
The pressure's
Just,
on.
she's setting him on fire and she's like, look, isn't it pretty?
And you leave.
Such a pyro. My little pyro fuck. There's a really funny bit later on in one of the campaign missions with Bernice and Pulchra. Like, Bernice is probably one of my favourite characters. Like, she's taken a backseat because she's not as good as other characters in combat, but she's still a really useful character. Like, if you build her right.
Officer 148, Juyuan, ready.
We get to use Qingyi,
Let me finish my cup of hot water.
the little android girl.
Huh? Is something the matter?
Zhu Yuan, everybody's favourite character because she doesn't have a tragic backstory.
We'll get it done.
Nothing to fear.
And this absolute fucking gremlin who'll ruin your entire life.
You could standing. Pick me, and I promise you'll learn big.
In her whore outfit. Hurrah!
Hey, ready for you? Need something? My
I mean,
services are expensive.
to be fair, they're both a little bit hoary.
You could
But
stand. You don't just think about it. Do it.
that's like whore plus.
What the no?
That's like Horlicks. But nah, I like Nicole. She's fun. She's quite good in combat.
I'm here. Move it. Gotcha. Easy work.
Boom. Daka 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 daka. Just fucking stun lock the shit out of them. Fucking Zhu Yuan. She's actually really good in combat. I actually quite like her.
Orders.
Behave yourself. Catch you in the next life. Huh? Here comes the burst.
Suppressor K-22. Maximum fire
Just
power.
fucking pulls out a shot.
Don't even try it. You're surrounded. Just leave it to me. Gotcha. I'll eat everything.
Great timing. Following over.
Have you red-handed?
In position.
Get that bitch a cannon. Bitches love cannons. Yeah, indeed.
You will trade.
Yeah, Zhu Yuan and Qingyi make a really good team. And I suppose it makes sense because they're both like the Neps. And I mean, you can put Nicole with anyone. It don't matter who you put Nicole with. She's just your basic support. But she is by far basic in skills. Like, the only reason I don't use Nicole in my main team is because I have Astra.
Officer 148, Zhu ready.
Patrol mode activated.
Huh? Is something the mission starts?
Nothing to fear. You standing by.
Hey, pick me, and I promise you'll learn big.
Like, I do want to get Zhu Yuan, but at the same time, I really want the new agents that they're bringing out. Like, they're bringing out that Hugo and Vivian. And I know Vivian's going to be an ether anomaly. And we don't have an ether anomaly. Like, obviously, Nicole's ether support and Zhu Yuan's ether attack. Yeah, for vampires. Well, I don't know if Hugo's a vampire, but Vivian definitely is. I love how they're all like trying to jump in to attack me, and I'm just like, no. The computer says no.
Together we stand.
I'm here. Gotcha.
Easy work.
Sustain fire. Watch your surroundings.
Okay.
Behave yourself.
Round them up. Here comes the burst.
You're under arrest. Don't even try it. You're surrounded.
Get that bitch a cannon.
No
Bitches love
Fire
cannons.
I'm here. I'll eat everything.
Huh? Justice is served.
Yeah. This won't hurt. Not.
Hands up.
Fine.
Remember to smile. Great timing.
Yep.
Daka. Oh shit.
Okay.
I forgot the Daka don't work on some enemies.
Understood.
Oh damn it.
Behave yourself.
Behave now.
Surrender your weapon.
Cross the
Banana.
line and you get stuck. This won't hurt.
Easy work.
Orders received.
Cake. Have your cake and eat it too. So that's this side content done. But yeah, you get all these things from the exclusive rewards. So I get all this polychrome, and because like I'm getting all those polychrome, that's like another couple of discs, and then the special offensive ones, polychrome, things that I can substitute when I'm upgrading agents, tips to upgrade them, money. So like each one of them's give me 60 polychrome. And then that one give me 100. And then that one's give me a tuning calibrator, which I can use in the woman who makes tips for my agents. That wasn't the one I wanted to go into, it was a store. See, you don't have to change your polychrome into tips. I just do it because I have like a weird obsessiveness. Main intermission. Vibrations, things that can't come. Blah blah blah. Alright, okay, cool. So now I need to chat with Colin. Look at her. So innocent, bless her.
It's been so many combats, why haven't I seen the ghost that the client mentioned?
Maybe I scared it away. Big scary gremlin bell.
But this shouldn't be a misunderstanding, because the agent said he'd seen the ghost several times, almost thinking it was a VR horror game.
Ha, like Resident Evil.
Could it be you are just too amazing? However, the customer said he'd encountered ghosts so many times that he almost thought it was a VR horror game.
Ghosts? Are you talking about the white spectral figures that can't attack or interact with you, but might suddenly startle you from the corner of a combat scene?
How did you know?
I never expected that the programmer's prank would actually slip past our inspection and trick our esteemed guests.
Prank? What does that mean? I'm confused.
One of our programmer's gentlemen, while continuously working overtime fixing bugs, suddenly had a wild thought. Since he could fix bugs, why couldn't he create them? So he deliberately wrote a special piece of code into the program. Yeah, that sounds like a programmer. Absolute cockwomble.
Ah, genius.
The so-called ghost is merely an artificially implanted anomaly. However, we have already repaired it during our comprehensive investigation. How exactly did the gentleman this lady mentioned trigger this program error?
The gentleman client said he was very much looking forward to the new event, so he came to the HIA club during late night when no one was around. After he accidentally wandered in, he happened to discover a VR machine that had not been turned off.
Sounds like a him problem then. It seems this was due to negligence of our staff, and we sincerely apologise. However, this mischievous client seems to quite enjoy the late night adventures. He must be punished. The silent lobby, empty tables, phantoms in the virtual space.
Respect for him.
I sincerely apologise for the misunderstanding caused by our club's oversight. We will definitely strengthen our regulations in the future, whether it concerns our mischievous staff or mischievous clients.
I'm an obedient client.
What? The client was so vivid in his description that it's keeping me from sleeping well. It turns out there are no ghosts. I was just scared myself. Wah! Now the problem is solved and the client can be at ease to continue his VR combat training. Thank you, investigator.
Again, I'm absolutely butchering Corinne's voice because I can't really do her voice properly.
Yeah.
So that's pretty much everything. I mean, there's that one side content. I don't know how long that side content mission's gonna take, or what it even entails. This dumbass aggressive night boo. First things first, I need to check my DMs. I think I've got everything wrong leveled up. Yeah, I got everything leveled up. Cool. Oh, excuse me, random hiccup. Little Knight's Big Charge. I like the cutesy background. That was the gumdrop rainbows we wanted, wasn't it? Complete the commission. Complete the commission. Ah, so they're not even fully unlocked yet anyway. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait until they're all fully unlocked. So when was our next streaming Zenless? Sunday. So by the time I'm on Sunday, they should have all fully unlocked. Huh. I get a nice little helmet from completing that. So yeah, I think I might end my Zenless stream here. Just purely because there's no more real content for me to do. I mean, I could dick around doing some combat in the HIA. I've got some battery, but I've done everything that I wanted to stream. And I may as well do them auditions off camera, because it's just boring auditions. I mean, they're not boring as such, but yeah. I've done all the Outpost, Battlefront, Shield defences, and I've done the Hollow Zeros for this week. So yeah, I'm going to end this stream here. I know you probably have work early in the morning as well, so I will thank you very much for tuning into this stream. Oh, hi Elgrey, I didn't realise you was on. Have you been here the entire time and just not said anything? Or have you only just started watching? About 40 minutes. Ah, you is lurking. Well, thank you very much for watching. I don't know if, like, Sarah wants to play NHL later. Like, I know she was on about playing it at some point. So, potentially I might be doing a little NHL stream. But it won't be anything massive. It's just going to be me, like, body slamming people and shit. But yeah, thank you very much for watching, and I'll catch you tomorrow, Elgrey, and I'll catch you all on stream Saturday for Crusader Kings 3, the return of the Long Dick Dynasty. Much love, and peace out, everybody. Don't forget to like and subscribe.